Hello, Aquarius, and welcome. This is Silky Intuitive. My name is Nancy. What we have here is a special reading for you. This reading is called The Story of Us, Aquarius. It focuses on us, the unit, the family, the work environment, the classroom, the community, wherever this affects you, if it does at all. If it resonates with you, great. Take what you can, throw the rest away. If you want, though, a reading meant just for you, reach out to me through the contact form of my Weebly website or my email address. Both are down below. Also, at the end of this reading, which covers your past and your present, we're going to take a look at your future. That's the Vimeo link if you want to look closer at the future. That will be over there with a whole bunch of other stuff if you want to look around. That is just what I'm calling at this point a small donation to the channel. Helps keep things energized. Fresh cards, incense for cleansing, candles, Wi-Fi, all of those things that I need to deliver this product to you. I'm happy to do it, but the little donation over at Vimeo just kind of helps me keep things going. Now, what else do I need? I need to do this reading for my friends Aquarius. First, let's take a look at the past position, the focus, the maybe underlying energy. We've got the Six of Wands and the Five of Cups. So Aquarius, are some of you considering a move? Are some of you considering a return, maybe? A return to a place or a relationship where there's been some sort of hurt or disappointment? Is there a potential to return to a situation where maybe someone left you a little bit broken, or there was some sadness or loss connected to a situation? It feels to me for some of you, you may be thinking about returning to that place, returning to that time, that relationship. They're upside down. In the head position, what could you be thinking right now, Aquarius? You're thinking, we've got a hangman here, a sacrifice, and an Eight of Wands, the arrows of love, Cupid's arrows, a positive, moving forward, but this is passionate. I think you're holding back on that passion part. I think I see that love's arrows may be getting ready to strike you again, but you're putting up a wall. You're closing the gate. Maybe this is saying in your head, you're closing up the gate to your heart because you're in a period of suspension, delay, maybe observing the situation in a new way. But it feels to me at this time in the past, you've had to close the gate to your emotions in order to observe a situation maybe a little bit closer. Maybe observe things, like I said, in a different way. Maybe the temptation has been to pull back or hold back on emotion around a situation because maybe you've been thinking it's been moving too fast. In the past, maybe things have happened suddenly that disappointed you and you've lost some sort of faith in the situation, and maybe now that situation here in the future may be inviting you back for another go-round. So let's see what we've got here. At the heart's center of this, we have the high priestess and we have the magician. Well, what do we think about that? The very heart of the issue, we have a male who is attempting to manifest something very powerful into his life. And we have a female energy that is strong and knowing and nurturing. It's as if these two people at the very center of their hearts can read one another's minds. This tells me at some point, this was a long-standing relationship that ended up maybe breaking apart because of a hurt. Something that, because, the Five of Cups, we have this past energy that is overwhelmingly disappointing. One of these people disappointed the other. It's hard to say who did what to whom, but we have two energies here, one just as powerful as the other, intuitively speaking with one another. This tells me that these are two people who can complete one another's sentences, who can know what the other person is thinking, even though they're 50 miles away. Two people very much in tune with one another. But there's this obstacle there. There's definitely something that's getting in the way of these two people coming together. Let's see if we can't find out what it was. At the physical level, the body, what's happening here? Well, we have the Two of Swords and the World. Physically, maybe choosing a direction. Sometime in the past, maybe one of these two people involved in this deep, deep soulmate connection with these two people showing up at the heart. This is male, female, same sex, doesn't matter to me. You've got a all-knowing, all-consuming connection between two people who can complete one another's sentences, know what one another is thinking, feeling. These are two people completely in tune with one another. On a physical level, though, there's a gateway. There's not just a gateway. There's a chance. There's a chance that a choice might be made in favor of bringing the situation around again in some sort of a cyclical thing, which tells me it's probably karmic. These two people have been in probably a karmic cycle that has gone around over and over and over again. I can see that maybe these two people have been together for maybe more than 20 years. This may have been a 21-year cycle, which is the cycle of the world. And these two people are, if you've been married 20, 21, 22 years, you are probably a part of this 21-year cycle that these two people are going through right now. And the choice was made to choose a path by someone in a situation where, although I feel the respect, but I also feel the damage done. And that's why I think someone really did an emotional number on this relationship. Maybe just simply through neglect. Maybe this was a completely energetically intellectual relationship. But on a physical level, I feel the disappointment on a physical level. And this situation on a physical level is cyclical. It is a karmically destined cycle, if this is resonating with you. Now, we want to look at the spiritual connection between these two people. Well, we have the King of Wands, and oh, God damn it, the Devil. Wow. Now, but this just could be saying on a spiritual level, you may be directly, emotionally locked into a Capricorn's grip. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, this is you completely being at their mercy. On a spiritual level, this person has a hold on you. Whether it's love, whether it's attraction, whether it's 21 years of devoted servitude, and now that person is gone. On a spiritual level, you are locked into that person. If this person is not a Capricorn, it's the same story. You are locked in to the emotion of this energy that has possibly looked at your situation or the situation, depending on where you are, looked at the situation in a different way. And maybe that's the leaving was the sacrifice. The leaving was the sacrifice. They may have possessed all the love in the world for this partner. But the need, the want, the desire, the necessity with the karmic wheel going around and around on the world, that's absolute repetitive cyclical karma with the situation. And some of you are just chained to an obsession. And for some of you, the obsession is this couple, the Magician and the High Priestess. Okay. Now, pardon me. All right. Focus. Present day. Underlying. Oh, man. The King of Swords. And a message of love. I want to say the clearest message I'm getting from this is if this was a couple, a love situation from the past, that you were invested maybe a lot of years into it. King of Swords. He's the justice. He's the law. He's the element of change, but it's the severing. It's the severing, the removal of the relationship. I almost feel like this is two-sided. On one side, we have someone bound and determined to bring an end to a situation, and someone else in this couple, one of these two people, is presenting a new offer of love currently. One person is clearly wanting a clear ending to it. Let's look forward, see what maybe that's all about. In the Aquarian thought process. What's on your mind? The Three of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. I'm definitely getting two sides to this. What's going on in the mind right now is an obsession over the pain. The Three of Swords is the pain, the loss, the wounds. But these are wounds that are from the heart. They're emotional wounds. And then we have this bald guy working away here day after day with the Eight of Pentacles. I almost want to say that Aquarius may be in a space and time where they're looking at the possibility of reconnecting the situation. And on one hand, you're looking at it and wondering if it can work again because of the hurt, the damage that's been done in the past. You're wondering if this ideal connection can be reborn because someone stepped out of the connection. Someone stepped away from the connection and made a connection with someone or something or an experience or whatever it is. Someone connected outside of the relationship and brought the wounds, brought the heartache. And now you're thinking about it, wondering, can this situation really be productive, considering what you've been through in the past with it? Let's look at what is at the heart of the matter. The Hierophant, the marital contract, the situation that officiates between two people or officiates a contract. And then we have the Fool, someone taking a chance. To me, the Fool steps away from the situation. To me, the Fool breaks away from the contract. Takes a chance, though. He takes a chance on maybe happiness, but that happiness may be sought outside of the relationship. I really think that this situation for Aquarius is talking definitely to someone who has stepped away from that contract, but only in order to start something new all on their own. Let's look at what's going on in Aquarius's physical surroundings at the current time. The Knight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune, destiny. Physically, that's not the Knight, that's the Knave. I believe that's the Knave. It's planning. It's planning. It's the early stages of planning. It's the thought process. So physically, you're in a thought process. You're planning your destiny. You're thinking about your future. You're lining things up, some of you. You are making the necessary changes to bring about the situation that is your destiny. The place in the world that you're meant to be, where your true happiness is at. may very well be somewhere else. Okay, let's take a look at the soul for Aquarius. The Knight of Pentacles, the moving forward, slow progress. But for your soul's righteousness, we have the Death card, or the rebirth. So there's a rebirth taking place, not only on a physical level, but we also have the spiritual chance that you're taking after leaving this contractual agreement between people behind. Because I do think that there was some harm caused to this, whoever this individual is. Whoever harmed you in this relationship. You've got changes. There's changes that come. But it's once there's a absolute removal of this contractual engagement between these people, once that falls away, once that is eliminated from the situation, the wheel turns forward, and it turns forward for the better. And for some of you, the progress, yes, is going to be slow moving. Maybe even it feels like the wheel is moving slowly. But karma is supposed to move that way right now with that Knight of Pentacles. He sort of slows the situation down, which means he's going to slow down someone's advances. And he's going to slow down the entire process. If you're waiting for the end of this contract, just know that progress is coming on that. But the progress, for some reason, has been karmically slowed down. Now, I'm going to say, to me, the karmic slowdown here is a test. It's the spiritual test. This is the temptation. And this is the test playing out. You're going to find out one way or another if this karmic situation is meant to repeat or if it's meant to end. Now, I just dropped a card. Let's see what it is. Clumsy. It was clumsy. Let's take a clarification. We ask for a clarification now. If there is one, please show it to us now. I've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4 came out. There we go. That always happens. All right. All right. There's a new beginning on the table. There's a new beginning being offered here by somebody. One of these people may have been ill in the past. Now, this can be mental. This can be physical. That person, after a time out, physically, that cycle is also going to end. Although the physical pain or recovery may be why this person's offer is on the table. I would say that that energy will subside once whoever has gone through a physical trauma or an illness, that person's help in your life is temporary. It's very temporary. Although it feels nice, it's fulfilling, it feels nurturing, And it may even feel a little strange. It's helpful, but then that helpfulness will fall away as you do find yourself healing from whatever trauma feels like it may have happened here for some of you. Even if that person was the cause of your trauma, they're trying to help you through it, which feels kind of weird to me. But I do feel that someone who's caused you the harm may be the one who is actually trying to help you heal. Okay, I think for past and present, we've got a good layout. Now we're going to go over to Vimeo. Take a look at the future. If you want, that video will be there, Sun, Moon, or Rising Aquarius, along with a lot of other stuff. Take a look around. And until the next time, thank you, thank you, thank you. Contact me if you need to. Be well and peace.